guys. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. I have over 900 subscribers. That's really, really crazy. I'm so ecstatic, and maybe at some point, if you guys can let me know in the comment section below if you would like just another video where I introduce myself, talk a little bit about me, and you can leave specific questions. So maybe like a little Q&A. I think that'd be really cool, and I will film that between now and next week, and we'll have a Q&A so that all my new subscribers can really get to know me and ask some specific questions that maybe you have about teaching or going back to school or my classroom transformation or how I feel about certain things that are inside the classrooms. Whatever comes to mind, let's make that happen. So I will let you guys leave those below and I will read them. Now, I wanted to film a video in this space, number one, because it's quiet, and number two, because I mean, this is a teaching channel, so why not film in my classroom? So I wanted to give 5 first-year teaching tips. I do have a video similar to this already in my collection of videos, so maybe go back and look at them. But in talking to some of our first-year teachers in my building, they've asked me a few things, and I've kind of given some advice in certain areas, and I wanted to share them with you all. So just to jump into these tips, the first tip is to record your small groups. We had a PD the other day, and some of my first year teachers or our first year teachers seemed overwhelmed with actually writing down their running records and just remembering everything they asked them to do. So one of the things that I have done in the past is I have recorded my small groups, because a lot of times when you are interacting with students, you don't catch everything. I mean, even with it being a small number, like 4 or 5 kids, you may not hear everything or may not see everything that a reader or a student is doing in their math small group. So that way you can kind of look back, and if you missed anything that you want to put in your anecdotal notes, or if you want to put it in your running record and you didn't hear it or catch it, then you can replay it. So that's my first tip. The second tip is set a timer for each lesson or period in your day. So what does that mean? As a new teacher, you're like literally bubbling with information. You want to prove that you know your content, that you're confident, that you're ready to go. Like, you want to talk. And what ends up happening a lot is you will get the review from maybe your teacher support or your admin or someone, or even a student. They'll say, hey, like, I didn't hear you, I didn't get it, it wasn't clear. Or they'll say you're spending too much time in math, or you'll even reflect on your instruction and say, dang, I haven't taught science all week. Why haven't I taught science all week? Well, I'm talking too much, or for too long. So what I would suggest, I do this every year, every day, okay? I have a little timer. I can literally see it. Like, I have a little timer, and I'll set it for how much every time I said I wanted to do it. So I'll have my 10-minute or 15-minute focus lesson, and I will give that timer to a student. I usually choose a student that I really want to pay attention. I don't choose a child that I know is going to pay attention, because this is a way of including them into the class, right? So they have that timer, and I say, hey, today you're going to be the class timer. When it gets low, you got to give Miss whoever, whatever your name is, you got to give me a warning and let me know you have 5 minutes. And when that timer goes off, you got to say, Miss So-and-so, stop talking. I promise you, they will be looking you right in your mouth the entire lesson, not missing anything, because they're waiting to let you know it's time for you to be quiet. Like, they just love it. So that's just one of the little strategies that actually helps me with my time management throughout the day, which helps my lesson plans, and it just helps everything just stay in order. And it helps me also when I get observed, then they say, oh wow, you have really good time management. Why? Because I have a timer. Okay, tip 3, make time to reflect and rest. First year teachers, okay, you have to stop and actually gather yourself. think about how things are going. Those videos will help you, especially if you're recording your big lessons or small lessons. When you record, you can look back and you can say, why did I say that? Why did I use that word? My example wasn't the best. You can really just stop and say, okay, well, maybe instead of teaching this first, I can teach this second, if you have that power, because sometimes admins make your daily schedule. So if you have the freedom to switch some things around, then maybe in your reflection that will come to mind. And also, first year teachers, rest. Don't stay late every single day. Go home, get a good night's rest, put your feet up. I don't know what you do to relax. Netflix, read, whatever, draw, jot, whatever it is. Rest, because if you don't have that energy you need, you're not going to make it in the classroom. Like, days will seem very, very long, your patience will be very low, and working with students can require a lot of tolerance and patience, so you have to get that rest in or you're going to burn out. Okay. The fourth tip is avoid implementing multiple teaching strategies or multiple teaching approaches. I know you're reading a lot of books, you're going to a lot of trainings, you're seeing a lot of things, you're like, oh, this is so great, I want to try this, but not everything can be meshed together, and you're already going to be overwhelmed because you've never taught a full class by yourself or with a para or whatever have you. So choose one thing and you focus on doing that great. You know what? I want to master small groups. That's what you focus on. You know what? I want to really focus on class management and doing this system. Okay, you can't do class dojo and class money and da 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 da, because if it's confusing you, it's going to confuse your students. And when you have all those multiple approaches and multiple teaching strategies, guess what? It's going to wear you out. So don't do it. Choose one thing, choose one system, do it to the best of your ability, and maybe in a couple months, if you feel like you've got that thing mastered, go on to the next thing. So if you meet it, excellent, now add something, but don't try to do everything all at once, because it's going to wear you out, it's going to frustrate you, and we don't want that to happen. And the last one is, I didn't write it down, so I got to remember, there was one more. I would end it like this. I've said this every year. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Take every day, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, and enjoy the journey of becoming the best teacher that you can be. So I will stop right there and end this video. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you again to all my new subscribers, and hey old subscribers, thank you for hanging on in there. Please make sure that you follow me on Instagram, because I do post daily, so you may see some things early that you may not catch on my weekly videos. So with that being said, I gotta get out of the building. Have a great day, guys. T.I.C On.